I think so. If your concern here is, let's say, future scalability, meaning that, like we're starting with a small data set, perhaps a small feedback, and then we kind of and small serving, and we can kind of increase that over the time. And this is an important point. The increase may not be linear, uniform, meaning that maybe the training data stayed pretty much the same, but now you're serving like 1 billion users because your model is way more successful. Or maybe everything is scaled up. Maybe it's information retrieval, so what you're actually ingesting is feedback data, and so also your training data is going to go up because your serving is being successful. So this thing may not be, maybe slightly correlated, but also maybe completely kind of independent. So it's important that your pipeline is able to sustain this independent scaling. So for the data ingestion and the data preparation, let's say a Snowflake solution will give you that out of the box. It will work with 100 gigabytes of data and with 100 terabytes, okay? The only thing is going to change is your bill, but your code is going to run like exactly as it is with no changes, okay? On the training side, okay, what you will need to do, let's say you're using Metaflow in AWS Batch, you can automatically scale it up to a certain point just in code, right? So for example, if first you were using 1 GPU, now you can use 4, and it's a negligible change to your code as you progress. So everything else stays the same. And now we got to the deployment part. So let's say day 0, you can even do SageMaker serverless, which is I haven't tried it yet. I know that it's been out for like 2 months or something, but now there's a SageMaker option, which is just pay for inference. You don't even pay when it's not queried. So for the first model, as you said, is like a couple of requests per day, 10 requests per day, 100 requests per day. There may be a super cheap solution that you can use. It's going to basically be free for your first month and so on and so forth. But then when it gets better, maybe you can go into the standard SageMaker with auto scaling, okay? So it's going to be probably 2 lines of code of difference in your pipeline. And then when you're really at scale, then SageMaker is going to cost a lot. And then you probably have to go into other deployment options out there, okay? But this is kind of like a kind of an easy way in which you build something that at day 1 work, and at day 365 is going to work literally 98% the same.